What is the Cantelon Effect, and how does it play out in our society today? My name's Eric. This is above my pay grade. Let's get into it. All right, guys, before I get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos out. The topic of this video is the Cantelon Effect, and for the life of me, this is one of the reasons I want you guys to share this stuff. I don't understand people who see, you have the left-right dynamic, but you see people who realize there's inequality and they realize there's something wrong with the system, and they can't connect the dots that it's the government solving the problem. So they keep voting for more government. And for the life of me, I don't understand why they do these things. More, bigger, better government will fix this. And they don't understand that the government is the one causing all of these problems. And so that's kind of where I want to, how I want to educate people. It's a lot of people agree on a lot of the problems. They just don't see the solution. So, no system's perfect, but free market capitalism is the best system we got. And let me give you an example of that. A lot of people vote for more government, more stimmies, more free stuff from the government, whether that be government injecting themselves into minimum wage, whether that be government injecting themselves into the boardrooms and have equity, diversity, and inclusion. And the problem is when you have these massively huge top-down government policies, they don't shift very easily. And so if you say kind of one size fits all for all industry with things like the EPA, again, it doesn't shift. It doesn't move very easily. And in the free market, people are making cost-benefit analysis all the time. And so the theory is these people that are making cost-benefit analysis for themselves in the free market will do a better job than the government. And again, this goes to like most people's experiences with the government, whether they're left or right, are horrible. All you need to do is go to the DMV. So the same people that work at the DMV that collect a paycheck no matter how good or bad you do, those people work all over the government, and you want those people to run fiscal policy and to run education and all. It just, that's the part that does not make sense to me. And not everyone in government is a horrible person and has horrible motivation. But what I'm saying is it's a behemoth of bureaucracy. And to a certain degree, that won't change. That's the nature of government work. So it's always better to remove the responsibility from government. And like I said, the Cantelon Effect essentially says when the government prints money, there's an unequal distribution of purchasing power. And CNN came out with an article today, and I'll link it in the description below, CNN Business. And it said there was a new billionaire minted nearly every day during the pandemic. Pharmaceutical billionaires, tech billionaires, and the CARES Act, which was printing an unaccounted for number of dollars. A lot of companies benefited from that because they essentially just got helicopter money dropped on them. But in the Cantelon Effect, what happens is the people who are closest to the printer, whether it be banks, because they distribute the loans in our society. So people who have access to those loans and who are able to buy assets benefit from government printing. The blue-collar, paycheck-to-paycheck person, they don't. Because if you think about it, all these people who have access to loans, and I'm not saying you don't have access to loans, but definitely big clients have hedge funds, etc., have larger access to loans and free money when the government's printing. And so therefore, people like BlackRock are able to go out and buy up things like real estate. And you're competing in the open market to buy a single-family home with a hedge fund now. And the theory is these people benefit far more from government printing. And yet still we have voters, we have individuals who go, more government stimmies. And the people who are closest to the printer will always benefit. And that's not you. And it's never going to be you. So the free market allows you to compete on a level playing field. And unfortunately, our society today has preached that free market capitalism fails. And people associate the United States with free market capitalism. And also they associate like the Nordic states with socialism. And if you look, they have kinder business practices when it comes to taxes and business-friendly practices than the United States even does. We are long past free market capitalism in the United States. We are so much closer to crony capitalism, it's not even funny. But people look at the system we're in and they associate it with capitalism and they say, well, something else has got to be better. And unfortunately, people just keep voting for more government, and the answer is less. The answer is always less government. Again, it's not perfect. People will still take advantage of others. But the biggest warning I can give people is the government has a monopoly on violence. A business doesn't, right? So if a business sucks and they don't earn your business, you get to vote with your dollars. But a government can force you to do it and put you in jail. So when you give the power to the government, it's not easy as a society to pivot after you do that. If a company or corporation grows and you don't want to support them because they want to take out pronouns or whatnot, whatever your issue is, then you can just vote with your dollars, and that works. But it's just not the same with government. And I realize a lot of the people watching this video agree with me on this, but I'm trying to reach the people that don't agree with me and ask you guys, what's the common ground? So the common ground for me is always, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone. There are certain moral crossroads we'll probably get to, but the answer is always, in my opinion, less government. If you're looking for freedom and opportunity and equality, I think equality of opportunity is what matters. And when the government prints money, they are inherently giving opportunities to some and not others, because they're taking away people's purchasing power and giving it to other people. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope that made sense. Again, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.